3 months ago, I heard a song that hit me like a punch to the gut. Men North of Richmond. This raw, honest cry from a guy who'd been working overtime for bullshit pay, selling his soul just to get by. And man, did it capture something we've all felt. That helpless rage at a system that seems designed to keep ordinary people down. I couldn't stop listening to it. Not because I enjoyed feeling angry, but because someone had finally put words to this knot I carry in my stomach. This sense that we're all just trying to survive while people in marble halls make decisions that crush us. But here's the thing about dwelling in that anger. It started eating me alive. I found myself getting more cynical every day, scrolling through news that confirmed my worst fears, having conversations that went nowhere except deeper into frustration. I was becoming exactly what they wanted: defeated, isolated, focused on what was wrong instead of what was possible. Then one morning, I'm walking through my neighborhood and I see Mrs. Rodriguez from down the street teaching her grandson how to plant tomatoes in their front yard. Just a simple moment, but something about it stopped me cold. Here's this woman who cleans office buildings at 4 a.m. for $15 an hour. If anyone has a right to be bitter about those rich men north of Richmond, it's her. But instead of just being angry about what she can't control, she's literally growing food in her front yard, creating something, teaching her grandson skills that no corporation can outsource. That's when it hit me. While I was busy being mad at politicians, my neighbors were already building solutions. I started really looking around. The guy across the street who fixes cars in his driveway and never charges neighbors full price. The group that started a tool library in the church basement. The woman who organized carpools for single moms. Small stuff, quiet stuff. The kind of stuff that never makes the news because it doesn't fit the narrative that we're helpless. See, here's what I realized. They want us looking up at them, angry and powerless. Because as long as we're focused on how broken the system is, we're not building something better. But community? That's something they can't tax. Mutual aid? That's something they can't regulate. Teaching your neighbor a skill? That's wealth they can't steal. Growing food in your yard? That's power they can't control. We've been trained to think power flows from the top down. But real power, the kind that actually changes lives, grows from the ground up. In every neighborhood where people decide they're not going to wait for permission to take care of each other. So this song, it's my response to that feeling of helplessness. Not because the problems aren't real, they absolutely are, but because I refuse to let anger be the end of the story. This is what hope sounds like when it's not naive. What fight looks like when it's not just rage. It's for everyone who's tired of feeling powerless and ready to remember what we've always had: each other.
I hear you brothers singing through the pain about selling your soul in the corporate chain. Let me tell you something that I've come to know: when the system's broken, we still control how we grow. There's power in our hands they can't take away. They want us divided, they want us afraid. But we're still the hands that build what they made. We still got fire left in these tired bones. We still got neighbors, we ain't alone. While they're counting money in their marble halls, we're growing gardens and we're building walls of community, of hope, for something real. They can't tax the love that we feel. We still got fight, we still got fight, brother, we still got fight. Start with your neighbor, start with your town. Plant some seeds in abandoned ground. Learn to fix what's broken, teach your kids to build skills they can't outsource, dreams they can't kill. When we stand together, we're harder to break. They bet we stayed quiet, they bet we'd stay down, but we're still the backbone of every small town. We still got fight left in these tired bones. We still got neighbors, we ain't alone. While they're counting money in their marble halls, we're growing gardens and we're building walls of community, of hope, of something real. They can't tax the love that we feel. We still got fight, we still got fight, brother, we still got fight. When you're working overtime for bullshit pay, remember who you're working for at the end of day. Your family, your future, your piece of ground. That's where real power can still be found. And every small victory lights the way. We still got fight left in these tired bones. We still got each other, we ain't alone. While they're playing games with their stolen wealth, we're taking care of our community's health, building something they can't understand. Power that grows from working hands. We still got fight, we still got fight, brother, we still got fight. So when you're selling your soul, working all day, remember there's another way.
The most radical thing we can do isn't changing their minds, it's changing our neighborhoods. Because every time we choose cooperation over competition, every time we share resources instead of hoarding them, every time we teach instead of keeping knowledge to ourselves, we're building the world we want to see. They're counting on us staying divided and defeated, but we're still here. We're still neighbors, and we still got fight. So here's my challenge to you and to myself. What's one way you can build community power this week? Maybe it's learning your neighbor's name. Maybe it's starting a garden. Maybe it's teaching someone a skill you take for granted. Small acts, real acts, acts that compound into something they can't control. Because that's how revolutions actually happen. Not in the halls of power, but in the conversations between neighbors who decide they're tired of waiting for someone else to fix what's broken. We still got fight, and together, that's more than enough. If this story resonates with you, here's how you can be part of building this community of neighbors who refuse to give up. Subscribe and share. Hit that subscribe button and share this with someone who needs to remember they still got fight. Every share builds our network of people committed to grassroots solutions. Join the conversation. Drop a comment telling us about the community builders in your neighborhood, the Mrs. Rodriguez figures who are quietly making things better. Let's celebrate the quiet revolutionaries. Support the channel. If these stories and songs are helping you see your power differently, consider becoming a patron or making a one-time contribution. This channel exists to remind working people that we are not powerless, but it takes community support to keep these messages spreading. Take it local. Most importantly, take these ideas offline. Use this music and these stories as conversation starters in your own community. Share them at town halls, neighborhood meetings, or just with friends who need hope. Because ultimately, this isn't just about a YouTube channel. It's about building a movement of neighbors who remember what we're capable of when we work together. Subscribe, share, support, and most importantly, act locally. We still got fight. Let's use it.